dear students, myself Gangadhar Solanke and I welcome you all to the MCGM's virtual classroom.
My dear students, today in EVS part 2nd, we'll be learning the topic Stone Age Stone Tools. In the first part of this topic, we learned about types and forms of tools according to the type of task and the periods of Stone Age, that is Paleolithic period, Old Age, Mesolithic period, Middle Age, Neolithic period, New Age. Now today we are going to learn in detail about each part or each period of Stone Age, and in this the first one, Old Stone Age or Paleolithic Age. Now when we talk about the Old Stone Age, then the Homo habilis and Homo erectus. Homo habilis and Homo erectus, who belong to the Old Stone Age, both made their tools using the percussion technique. Now what is this percussion technique? This technique involves beating in this way, or here you can see beating or striking one large pebble against another to obtain stone flakes. So by using this technique, Homo habilis and Homo erectus made their tools. So whenever we talk about Old Stone Age or Paleolithic Age, these two names are very important, Homo habilis and Homo erectus, and this one percussion technique. The first tools made in the Old Stone Age with this technique were crude. Only one side of those tools had a sharp edge. Only one side of this tool had a sharp edge, and such tools are known as choppers. They could only be used फॉर ब्रेकिंग नट्स और बोन्स. जैसे हमने पहले पार्ट में देखा था कि एप्स ने, चिंपांजी ने किस तरह से यूज़ किया था इसका फॉर ब्रेकिंग नट्स और बोन्स. Homo habilis were of this kind, and they indicate that Homo habilis had not yet learned to hunt. Flakes of stones would be produced while shaping his tools. He used the flakes for scraping meat from hide, for chopping meat and other foodstuffs, for sharpening wooden sticks, etc. So the tools made by Homo habilis were of this kind. They indicated that Homo habilis had not yet learned to hunt, क्योंकि जो टूल्स हमें उसके हाथ में दिख रहे उससे हंटिंग करना was not possible to hunt, and that is why conclusion is given. It indicates that the Homo habilis had not yet learned to hunt. Flakes of stone would be produced while shaping these tools, and he used the flakes for scraping. फिर इसका यूज किस लिए होता था? For scraping meat from hide, for chopping meat and other foodstuffs, for sharpening wooden sticks. Tools like the hand axe, this one, and cleaver, this one, made by Homo erectus are more proportionate and symmetrical than the choppers made by Homo habilis. Now here we are talking about the next step. Homo habilis and Homo erectus, जिन्होंने chopper बनाया, but the tools like the hand axe and the cleaver made by Homo erectus are more proportionate and symmetrical than the choppers made by Homo habilis. A proportionate and symmetrical tool has to be mentally visualized first. Now again the thing of observation, imagination and then implementation. So such kind of or type of tools has to be mentally visualized first, and only then it is possible to make it. So Homo erectus could mentally visualize his tools even before he actually shaped them. जैसे हम कोई ड्राइंग बनानी होती है हमें, और टीचर कहते हैं कि अपने मन से ड्राइंग बनाओ, अपने मन की ड्राइंग बनाओ, सब्जेक्ट नहीं दिया है, देन फर्स्ट थिंग which we have to do is that imagine what we are going to draw. पहले हम इमेजिन करते हैं एंड देन वी स्टार्ट ड्राइंग. द सेम थिंग हियर ऑल्सो. इस तरह के टूल्स बनाने के लिए होमो इरेक्टस को पहले उसे इमेजिन करना पड़ा एंड देन ही स्टार्टेड मेकिंग इट. होमो इरेक्टस could mentally visualize his tools even before he actually shaped them. And to obtain stone flakes, he used things like antlers as hammers. He further sharpened the edges of those flakes by scraping up smaller pieces to make scrapers with very sharp edges. We are here talking about the steps. It means that Homo erectus was using different tools for different tasks according to the demand of the task, which we discussed in the first part of this topic. That according to the task, we need to decide the tool. So Homo erectus started using different tools for different tasks according to the demand of the task. Here you can see removing minute flakes from bigger flakes, then a stone hammer, an antler used as a hammer, this one, chopper, and removing minute flakes from smaller flakes, a hand axe. So with his improved tools, Homo erectus could have a greater variety of food because he could now hunt a variety of big and small animals. He started hunting with the help of tools. जब तक tools नहीं थे उन्हें पता ही नहीं था hunting कैसे करनी है. And once they got the tools, once they made the tools, then they started hunting big animals like the deer, bison and rabbit. इससे क्या हुआ कि उनकी डाइट में भी बहुत सारी अलग अलग चीज़ें आने लगी. On the screen you can see the images while hunting of the Stone Age man. The Neanderthal man made further progress in tool making techniques. He began to make smaller tools. Now we have started with the Homo habilis and Homo erectus. Then next to that Homo erectus, and now the Neanderthal man made further progress in tool making. And then the next Homo sapiens brought about a revolution. Here this one is very important. Homo sapiens brought about a revolution in the technique of making tools. Now if the history of our period is written, then computer is the thing which bring रिवोल्यूशन इन आवर लाइफ. हर जगह पे हमें कंप्यूटर दिखता है, इंटरनेट है, और उसकी वजह से हमारी लाइफ पूरी तरह से चेंज हो गई है. सेम थिंग हैपन विद द होमो सेपियंस हु ब्रॉट अबाउट अ रिवोल्यूशन इन द टेक्निक ऑफ मेकिंग टूल्स. He devised a technique of obtaining long and narrow blades of stone. Long and narrow blades of stone. He made various implements like the knife, scraper, borer, chisel, etc. Here on the screen again you can see tools in their hands which are of different types and of different shapes. So in this scraper, borer, chisel. He also began to use ivory and rare stones of the quartz variety for making tools and other articles. So here we can say the cultural development or the cultural progress started. Homo sapiens had made significant progress in gaining knowledge. In gaining knowledge of what? Knowledge of his environment and in the techniques of making tools and obtaining food. So the two things very clear: making tools and with the help of tools obtaining food. And this thing made Homo sapiens stable. This enabled him to stay in one place for a longer period of time. जैसे हमने पहले कुछ लेसन्स में देखा है कि एक जगह से दूसरी जगह जाना पड़ता था बिकॉज ऑफ द क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशंस एंड बिकॉज ऑफ द फूड और इन सर्च ऑफ फूड. लेकिन जैसे टूल बनते गए तो फूड की भी व्यवस्था कर दी गई, ऑब्टेनिंग फूड विद द हेल्प ऑफ टूल्स. सो वो एक जगह पे स्टेबल हो गए. Groups of Homo sapiens had begun to build huts and live in them. They had also started celebrating social festivals. Now today we people are celebrating number of festivals in the different parts of the world. In our country only, in the different states, different festivals are there, different customs and traditions are there. We are following religious customs and traditions, we are following caste based customs and traditions, we are following language based custom traditions and festivals, we are following particular region based festivals, customs and traditions. But basically it was started here in the Stone Age. Homo sapiens started celebrating social festivals. Many artistic objects and cave paintings created by Homo sapiens were possibly meant for these festivals. जैसे आज हम लोग किसी फेस्टिवल के लिए डेकोरेशन करते हैं हमारे घर को, उसे कलर करते हैं या फिर अलग अलग फ्रेम्स लगाते हैं, या स्कूल में भी कोई फंक्शन होता है, फेस्टिवल होता है लाइक 26 January or 15th August, we celebrate it and we decorate the school. Same thing, Homo sapiens were possibly meant for these festivals. Homo sapiens had started using ornaments to adorn. Here on the screen you can see the cave paintings by Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens had started using ornaments to adorn. Adorn means to make more beautiful or attractive. Like today we are using different jewelries of gold or of silver or many different things to add on. Like that, Homo sapiens started using ornaments to adorn themselves. On the screen you can see this. Homo sapiens made of shells, bones and animal teeth have been found. Beads. Does the beginning of human culture go back to the old Stone Age? Today we are civilized, today we are having culture, and that go back to the old Stone Age. Remains of tools from the old Stone Age have been found in India at various places from Kashmir to Tamil Nadu. However, not many human fossils from the old Stone Age have been found in India, but fossils of a human skull and collarbone of an old Stone Age woman were found on the banks of the Narmada in the vicinity of Hathnora, a village near Hosangabad in Madhya Pradesh. This one. Human skull. And besides that, the fossilized skull of a child from the Stone Age was found at a village near Puducherry. Some remains of old Stone Age humans have also been found in Afghanistan and in Sri Lanka. Gangapur near Nashik and Chirki Nevasa near Nevasa are among the well-known old Stone Age sites in Maharashtra. Gangapur is on the banks of the Godavari river and Chirki Nevasa is in the Pravara basin. So by visiting such sites or the things which are there gives us an idea about the lifestyle of that particular period. जैसे ओल्ड स्टोन एज के बारे में हमें बहुत सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन ऐसे साइट से मिलती है. एग्जैक्टली उस वक्त लोगों की लाइफस्टाइल क्या थी, वो किस तरह के टूल्स बना पाते थे, उन्होंने बनाए थे, ये सारी चीज़ें हमें ऐसी जगहों से पता चलती है. नाउ द नेक्स्ट थिंग, मिडल स्टोन एज, मेसोलिथिक एज. Homo sapiens in the Middle Stone Age continued to make progress in many different ways. Now, not only in the field of making tools, but they domesticated the dog. Today, the best friend of human being or mankind is dog. So, in the Middle Stone Age, Homo sapiens domesticated dog. और तब से लेके आज तक डॉग हमारे साथ है. ड्यू टू चेंज इन द क्लाइमेट, द environment in the middle stone age, the way of life of humans had begun to change. And how it changed? Besides hunting, Homo sapiens has started to harvest food grains that grew in the wild and to domesticate animals. So the farming started here. आज जो हमारी पूरी कंट्री है वो डायरेक्टली और इनडायरेक्टली एग्रीकल्चर पे बेस्ड है. ऑक्यूपेशंस जो मेन हमारे कंट्री का है दैट इज एग्रीकल्चर, बट हियर इट वाज स्टार्टेड इन द मिडल स्टोन एज. द डाइट नाउ इंक्लूडेड वेरियस प्लांट फूड्स. दे आल्सो began to settle in one place for a part of the year. So continuously the progress in the field of diet, because of the tools and because of the farming, started. Domestication of sheep and goats also goes back to this period. So basically बहुत सारी एग्रीकल्चर से रिलेटेड प्रोग्रेस जो है वो इसी मिडल स्टोन एज में हुआ, ये हमें यहाँ पर समझना है. Taking all this into account, it appears that Homo sapiens now needed several different types of tools that were light in weight and durable for a variety of tasks such as hunting, for fishing, for harvesting, cutting of trees. So he used to make implements like the knife and the sickle by firmly fixing a row of blades as small as fingernails into a groove in a bone or a piece of wood. On the screen you can see a fluted core, then the microliths, middle stone age, a knife with an edge like a saw made by fixing microliths, middle stone age, then fish hooks of bones, middle stone age, and arrows with microliths as tips. So if you talk about the middle stone age, the stone blades used to make implements were removed from the stone by the fluted core. This flute means a long parallel saddle depression on the stone, and core means the original stone from which the blades are removed. After the blades were removed from the stone from all sides, the remaining core had such a flutes on all sides. This one. Blades removed with this technique are very minute, the size of a nail or slightly bigger, and hence they are called microliths. This one. Micro means very small and lithos means stone. And in the middle stone age, arrows were made by fixing a microlith at the tip of a stick. Now, the next point, many sites of the middle stone age have been found in India. Among them, Bagor in Rajasthan, Bhimbetka in Madhya Pradesh, Langanj in Gujarat, and Patne in Jalgaon district in Maharashtra are the well-known ones. On the screen you can see some major Indian excavation sites. Paleolithic, this one. Then the Bronze Age. Neolithic, this one. Here, Phagor in Rajasthan, Bhimbetka in Madhya Pradesh, Langanj in Gujarat, and Patne in Jalgaon district are the sites of Middle Stone Age. And now the next one, New Stone Age or the Neolithic Age. In this period, stone tools that were polished to give a smooth, shiny finish were made for the first time. As this was a new type of tool making technique, this period was named the New Stone Age. जो टेक्निक यूज की गई वो नई थी और जो टूल्स बनाए गए थे वो भी अच्छी तरह से पॉलिश थे ताकि वो स्मूथ बने, उनका फिनिश अच्छा हो, and that is why it is called New Stone Age. By the time of the, here the images you can see of the New Stone Age tools. By the time of the New Stone Age, agriculture and domestication of animals or animal husbandry had become a routine way of life. जैसे पहले हमने देखा कि अलग अलग जगहों पे लाइक अदर एनिमल्स ह्यूमन बीइंग भी घुमा करते थे, यहाँ से वहाँ, वहाँ से वहाँ, वहाँ से वहाँ, एंड दे हैव टू स्ट्रगल विद द डिफरेंट क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशंस और चेंजिंग क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशंस. बट बिकॉज ऑफ द एग्रीकल्चर and because of the development in the field of making tools, hunting was no more the major means of obtaining food than the agriculture. तो हंटिंग के लिए यहाँ से वहाँ जाने की ज़रूरत ही नहीं पड़ी. जैसे हार्वेस्टिंग का पता चल गया, ग्रोइंग क्रॉप्स का पता चल गया. सो हंटिंग वॉज नो मोर द मेजर मीन्स ऑफ ऑब्टेनिंग फूड. इट बिकेम सेकेंडरी टू एग्रीकल्चर and animal husbandry. So agriculture and animal husbandry today also in the different parts of the world or especially in our country, agriculture and animal husbandry are the very important occupations, and number of people directly or indirectly engaged with these two things, agriculture and animal husbandry, or we can say that it goes parallelly. Agriculture है तो animal husbandry करना ही है, domestication of animals जो कि फार्म के लिए चाहिए. सो देर आर मेनी साइट्स ऑफ न्यू स्टोन एज कल्चर इन इंडिया, स्पेशली along the Ganga River and in South India. So this was all about the Old Stone Age, Middle Stone Age and the New Stone Age. In this topic now, we discussed about the Stone Age stone tools. In the first part, we learned about types and forms of tools according to the type of task. Then in Stone Age tools, 3 types: Old Stone Age, Paleolithic Age. In that, the names which you have to keep in mind: Homo habilis, Homo erectus, and Neanderthal man, and the Homo sapiens. Then Middle Stone Age or Mesolithic Age, Homo sapiens continued to make progress in many different ways, not only in making the tools only, but in the field of agriculture or in the field of hunting. And then the last one, New Stone Age, where the stone tools that were polished to give a smooth, shiny finish were made for the first time. And this is what is the new type of tool making technique. That is why this period was named the New Stone Age. And not only the hunting, but their agriculture and domestication of animals or animal husbandry had become a routine way of life. Please subscribe the channel and press bell icon to get notifications.
So my dear students, this is all for today. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe, take care.